Hi guys, today we're going to be taking a look at a very unique and interesting piece from South Korea. Now this looks like a typical military camouflage uniform, however, it's not a military uniform. It's actually from the Korea Forest Service, South Korean Forest Service. So it's non-military and yeah. So basically you can see that the pattern is a pretty typical, lizard stripe. We got the green, like crimson red and then tan. And then what's also interesting about this is that we have a few like black pieces of what almost looks like they belong in DPM, just kind of splattered about. But first, a little bit more background. So basically the Korea Forest Service, from what I've read, is somewhat similar to the U.S. National Forest Service. South Korea does have its own national parks, just like the U.S. does, and apparently they've kind of clashed in terms of objectives. But basically, yeah, what they do is like probably forest management, stuff like that. I think it's really cool and unique that they have a camouflage uniform for what's essentially just a government agency. Kind of interesting. I wish the U.S. would do that more. I think it would be pretty cool to have those different camouflage uniforms, but I digress. Let's get back to the video. So the uniform itself is very simple, only sporting 2 chest pockets. We do have epaulets on the shoulders, but we don't really have anything too fancy. The material, I don't know, like I'm not really good with fabrics, but here's a close-up shot so you can tell. I don't think it's HBT, but it's some other like kind of soft, not super soft, but like a thinner kind of fabric material. We've got these buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons on the center of the uniform for opening and closing. Yeah, pretty standard. But yeah, let's looking at the pattern, standard lizard pattern, fairly common. See this in a lot of countries. Greece has this, the French exported this. Yeah, so what you got here, the green, the crimson, I'd say this is more brown than red. Yeah, it's like a brownish than light tan. And then these oddball like pieces of almost what looks like DPM. Right here, I believe this is a name. I'm not sure. I do not know Korean. Here we got the little symbol, the trees for the forest. And we got these buttons here to access the pockets. More material there. Oh, I found something. Look at that, an extra button. Very nice. Sometimes I forget to check the pockets on these uniforms, and honestly, they can have some pretty cool stuff in them sometimes. But yeah, this pocket doesn't really have any depth to it. It's just directly sewn on. And the same for the other pocket. They've got some interesting colored sewing material for the buttons. But yeah, pretty neat. What's really cool is actually this patch. This patch is really neat. Just the colors, the little flower design on the middle. Very, very cool. Very cool that this uniform still has that. So very, very, very unique. Got a button here as well for the epaulets. I don't know if they actually use like rank tabs, and then some interesting sewing right here. Wow, it actually seems like it's sewn on like here up to this point, and then there's like a little bit of space. Same thing for here. And then there's a tiny little bit of tag, probably just had a number on it, like 1 to 3 for the size, but it's so faded you can't tell anything. Nothing fancy on the arms except for this patch, and on your wrists there's nothing to really like open and close, or I mean nothing to secure it around your wrist, but not really necessary. I feel like you're not going to go to combat in this uniform. This is just your work uniform. But honestly, for a work uniform, I feel like this is very clean. I've personally done some work out in the forest, and I feel like this would be quite a bit dirtier and have some more scratches or rips or tears or stains, but there is really nothing like that. What you can see here is that the remnants of a larger patch looks like a bigger square, bigger than that for sure. Probably had other information, but it's definitely been removed. Unfortunate. Pretty standard collar here, nothing too crazy. Same thing with the left arm. Just a very simple uniform. Nothing really like, very simple. And then on the inside I checked, there's no tag or anything like that. This must be a little bit older. I'm not sure exactly the age of this. Maybe 90s, maybe 80s. I honestly have no idea, but there's no size tag anywhere. And we'll flip it over just to get another look at it. But yeah, if you want to like unbutton it, pretty simple, straightforward. And also, hold on, maybe I should have unbuttoned it. It looks like there's actually an interior pocket here that you can only access from the inside, and it's very high up. Wait, actually, this looks like it has a button on it. Could you button this to the back somehow? I don't know what this is for. Very, very interesting. It's just like an extra piece of fabric, honestly, not a pocket. I'm just gonna unbutton the whole thing just to check in case there's any other hidden contents. You know, sometimes there's stuff on the inside that you can't tell. So here we are, only this oddball piece. Again, not sure what purpose this serves. We'll flip it over one time to get a better look at the pattern again. Bear with me here. Again, you can see more of those odd shapes. Very interesting. Huh, this one almost kind of looks like an N, the letter N. Yeah, it looks like we got that, and then like these tri-branches. Yeah, very cool. If you're from South Korea, you know anything more about this uniform? Do they still use this uniform? Have they switched to a newer camouflage pattern, or do they just not use camo anymore? Definitely, I'd be interested in learning more information about this. I feel like this is one of those things that only really like locals know. You can't really find this type of stuff on the internet. You just really have to know someone who worked there, or who knew someone who worked there. But yeah, I'm definitely seeking more information about this piece. If you guys enjoyed this video, thanks. Definitely leave a like and a comment. And overall, just enjoy your day. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.